Okay, welcome back to geography class. And in the last session, we discussed about the development of the cotton textile industry. Cotton textile industry. Okay, and we discussed about the problem that facing by the cotton textile industry in India and the solutions that made by the government. Okay, or the steps that taken by the government to solve the problems that facing by the cotton textile industry. Okay, that completed. And today we are starting with the new topic that is jute textile. Jute textile. Okay, so please observe here. Okay, so something related with the jute textile industry, you can see here. So this picture and this slide is not that clear there. Please leave that. I will explain that later. Okay, so it's a error in the slide. Okay, so jute textile industry. It is the largest producer of raw jute. Our country is the largest producer of raw jute, and jute goods stands second as exporter after Bangladesh. Okay, so Bangladesh and India are the two countries basically they're producing the jute products there. Okay, raw jute and the products that made by or diverse products or different products that made with the jute. Okay, so there are nearly 70 jute mills are there in India. Okay, so please underline that in your textbook. Okay, please cross check with the data that available in your textbook also. Okay, there are 70 jute mills in India. Most of them are located in West Bengal, mainly along the banks of the river Hooghly River. Okay, so mainly located near the banks of river Hooghly. River Hooghly. Okay, so write down the question. Please write down the question. Write the reasons for the concentration of. I can see Prajodh Krishna, Hen Steve, Adidev, and the Bhadra Pramod on the screen. All other cameras are off. Listen, you will not get attendance if your cameras are off. Please keep that idea in your mind. Okay. Anne Mary, okay, she told that already. She's traveling. What about the problem? What is the problem with Afsana? The problem with the Vishnu Priya, Fia Harris, Haya Abid, Rosebi, Amina, Lolita. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Vishnu Priya, are you there? Vishnu Priya. If you're facing any connectivity issue, please inform me or else please turn on your cameras. Okay, the screen is again here. Okay, so write the question. What are the reasons for the concentration of? What are the reasons for the concentration of? What are the reasons for the concentration of jute textile industry? Jute textile industry in the state of West Bengal. In the state of West Bengal. In the state of West Bengal. Okay, so we are going to discuss that answer here. So most of these jute mills in India that
Sir,
basically
can you repeat
located
one more time?
in the state of West Bengal. So write the reasons for the concentration of jute mills in the state of West Bengal. Jute mills in the state of West Bengal. Okay. So answer is here. Most of the jute mills in India, mainly located in West Bengal, there are various reasons are there for that. What are the reasons? So already we discussed in the last class that. One is cheap water transportation. What is that? Cheap water transportation. I already told you that most of this jute producing area is located near the river banks of Hooghly, river Hooghly, right? That's in West Bengal. So cheap water transportation. So the producers of the jute or the farmers who are cultivating jute, easily they are able to take this jute, I mean the raw jute to the jute mills easily by using the Hooghly River or the water transportation. And there's a good network of roads are there in West Bengal, good network of railways are available, and the port city of Kolkata. Port city of Kolkata, that creates a situation for the jute producers or the producers of jute products. Okay, basically they are able to or they can export these jute products to other countries with the support of Kolkata. At the same time, the Kolkata, there are numerous banks are there, numerous insurance institutions are there. All these institutions are helpful for the development of jute textile industry. Not only textile products there, Number of other artifacts also we are able to make with, or the producers are making there. Okay, different companies are making different products, diversified products. Okay, so that's what this is the main reason for the concentration of jute industry in the banks of river Hooghly or the state of West Bengal. What are they? Cheap water transportation available there, and good network of roads are there, good network of railways. Okay, and the port city of Kolkata, the presence of the port city Kolkata. Okay, that creating a situation for the producers to export these goods to another countries there. Okay, so next one. So in the river banks, I mean the banks of Hooghly River, it's a narrow belt, very narrow belt, nearly stretching nearly 98-kilometer long and 3-kilometer wide. 3-kilometer wide. There's a belt, a particular area is there where this jute, okay, it's growing in what we can say, in abundance, or plenty of jute cultivating areas are there in the locality that is nearly 90-kilometer long and 3-kilometer wide. So the new alluvium deposits, okay, because of the floods in every year, the river Hooghly will deposit alluvium, a fertile soil in the banks of the river that enable or that creating a suitable condition for the growth of jute, jute. Okay, is that clear? Clear or not? Hello. Yeah. The first jute mill was set up near Kolkata in the year 1859. MCQ, one mark answer. Okay. The first jute mill in India. That's in Kolkata in the year 1859. 1859, the place called Rishra. What is that? Rishra. Underline in your textbook. After the partition of 1947, okay, so what happened in the year 1947? What happened in the year 1947? Adi Amin. What is the importance of the year 1947 for Indians?
Independence.
Yeah, the year of independence. Right. Okay, the same year or the same day, one other things also happened there. So India divided. Right? India and Pakistan. Okay. So basically, Eastern Pakistan and the Western Pakistan. Today's Bangladesh is considered as the Eastern Pakistan. Eastern Pakistan. So after partition of 1947, what happened? The almost all the jute mills remained in India. Okay, jute mills. Okay, the processing units that remained in India, and jute producing areas went to Bangladesh. Okay, so mills are there in India, but there is no availability of raw material. Clear or not? So this raw jute producing area that's in Bangladesh, and jute mills are there in India. That's what happened in the year 1947. Okay, so after the partition. So you want to remember one thing: the first jute mill in India that was set up in the year 1859. 1859. That's in Kolkata. The place name is here. It is Rishra. Rishra. Okay, the same thing is there in your textbook. Please underline that. Okay, so after partition of 1947, a peculiar situation, a special situation. What is that? Jute mills that remained in India. Okay, clear? The processing units that remained in India, but the jute producing areas, raw jute producing areas that went to Bangladesh, the Eastern Pakistan at that time. Okay, so please keep that idea in your minds. Okay, so these are some pictures that are related with the jute production and the jute processing there, right? Okay, it's a labor intensive activity, labor intensive. Number of workers are necessary, number of people basically they are engaged in this activity. Okay, processing of jute and creating the jute fiber, clear? And sufficient water also necessary. Okay, water supply also necessary. So river Hooghly that provides that water for the processing of jute. Okay, to make the jute fiber. Clear? Next one, the importance of jute textile production in India, or jute textile in India. Okay, or jute mills in India, significance, importance. Okay, the first point it is labor intensive. What do you mean with the term labor intensive? Just now I told. What is that? What do you mean with the term labor intensive? John Samuel, can you hear me? John Samuel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, what do you mean with the term labor intensive?
Providing job.
Of course, number of workers are necessary, and this industry is able to provide employment for numerous people, number of people. So it's what? Labor intensive. Provide employment to skilled. Okay. So skilled laborers. Okay. They want to know, or the people, they are very much skilled in processing this jute. So skilled as well as unskilled workers also necessary in this production. I mean, the production of jute basically required skilled laborers and unskilled workers. Okay, so directly 2.61 lakh workers are working in this sector. Okay, I mean the jute producing sector, 2.61, and 3.7 lakh workers in the basically indirectly they are participated in this activity. Okay, so 40 lakh farmers engaged in jute and mestra production and associated industries. Okay, it is the second largest exporter and accounts for 20% of the total export earnings. Range of trading products with bring foreign exchange. So number of this jute products we are exporting to other countries and earning foreign exchange. Okay, so we are selling the product to other countries. Basically, we are able to earn the currency of that particular country. So it is helpful to earn the foreign exchange. There. Okay, clear or not? Jute and related activity. That's what jute and related products is called to be jute and mestra production and associated industry. Number of other industries also are there. Basically, the chemical and dye making company. Okay, different colors making companies also developing along with this jute production, jute or jute textile industry, because jute textile industry are using different colors. Okay, so basically in our mind, the first thing that will come related with the jute is the gunny bags, packaging bags, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so please write down all these things there. So areas, the largest concentration along the banks of the Hooghly River. I mean, 84% of the Indian jute production is related with the Hooghly River in West Bengal. Okay. Most of the mills are located within the distance of 64 kilometers from Kolkata along the banks of Hooghly. Okay. So maximum, the difference is 64 kilometers from the jute producing areas to the jute mills. Okay, so basically they are using the river Hooghly for cheap transportation, cheap water transportation. Okay, clear, and a good network of roads and railways also helpful for the transportation of jute goods from one place to another in the state of West Bengal. So remember one thing, so 84% of jute production is related with the Hooghly River. Okay, so please write down all these points, all of you. Fast participated in industry. Okay, and its importance of the industry, all things mentioned here. Okay, so please make a note of all these things here. So altogether, you can see here 40 lakhs of farmers that basically engaged in jute and mestra. Mestra is another type of fiber crop. Okay, that's basically located in the banks of River Hooghly. Completed? Hello? Amin and Arin are writing there?
Yes, sir.
Completed? Yes. Okay, so we are moving forward. So next slide here. So here is the answer for the question that what I asked before. Okay, why this jute textile industry or jute mills are concentrated in the banks of River Hooghly, or jute production is basically concentrated in the banks of River Hooghly or in the West Bengal. Okay, so first point, it is the availability of raw material. Okay, so proximity, closeness to the jute production area. Okay, so we know that number of jute mills are there and the jute production area is there in the banks of River Hooghly. So jute mills are located in the banks of River Hooghly because jute producing area is close to. Okay, so proximity, the closeness to the jute producing area. Okay, clear? Closeness to the jute producing area. So there are number of jute mills are there near the Hooghly River where the jute producing. Okay, and fertile Ganga Brahmaputra Delta grows about 90% of its jute and provided to mills. Okay, it's jute and provided to mills there. So Ganga Brahmaputra Delta. Okay, so basically in West Bengal, and this deltaic region, it is fertile region and it is good for the cultivation of jute, and jute is growing in abundance. Okay, more in number. Okay, so fertile Ganga Brahmaputra Delta grows about 90% of its jute and provides to mill. Okay, and power, electricity. The second point, electricity, power. Coal is required for power obtained from Raniganj and Asansol coal fields there. So for jute mills, okay, continuous power supply is necessary. Okay, it is important. So coal basically using to produce this electricity. So coal is required for power obtained from Raniganj and Asansol coal fields. Okay, that's in West Bengal. So electricity also available. So this speciality also helpful for the concentration of jute textile production in the banks of River Hooghly. Next one, transportation facilities. Availability of transportation facilities. What is that? Cheap water transportation is also available in the banks in the Hooghly River, basically in West Bengal. Areas is also served by a network of or good network of roads, railway, waterways to facilitate the movement of raw material to the mills there. Okay, already I told you people, right? So cheap water transportation is there, and a good network of roads are there, good network of railways are there. That also helpful for the transportation of jute to the jute mills. I mean raw jute to the jute mills there. Next one, water availability. Water availability for processing the jute. I already told you that huge quantity of water is necessary. So abundant water is also available from Hooghly for processing. I mean, the process is called beer-writing. Okay, clear? The abundant water is also available for Hooghly. Sorry, available from Hooghly for processing, basically termed as retting, washing, and dye. I mean, giving color to the jute products there. I mean, the jute fiber. Okay, so please write down. So this is the answer for that particular question. That's what I asked for you people, right? Why the jute textile industry or jute mills are concentrated in the banks of River Hooghly or in the states of, the state of West Bengal, the state of West Bengal. So this is the answer for that particular question. Okay, so I already told you that it's a second time portion for you people. It's a descriptive type examination. So this question can be asked for 3 marks. Okay, so please note down. Okay, finance and market, there is a flow of capital. Okay, and urbanized centers provide banking, insurance available for the production facilities for export of jute goods. Okay, so this center, I mean the city called Kolkata, that city providing banking and insurance and the same time the facility to export these jute goods to the rest of the world. So these are the last 3 points related with the locational factors of jute textile or jute industry in the state of West Bengal in the bank of the River Hooghly. Okay, one is the port city, labor, finance, and markets. Okay, so port city means Kolkata is a big port which help in importing the machinery and exporting the jute textile to other countries, and the labor. So the population density of West Bengal is too high, and that this is states like West Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, UP, also providing cheap labor, and that is necessary for jute production in West Bengal. Okay, next one, finance and market. So we know that capital investment is necessary for any industry. So this city called Kolkata, basically providing a good banking facilities for the jute producers there, okay, or jute mill owners, and the same time insurance also, and the sport city helping the producers to export these jute goods to other country. That's what market, selling these goods. Okay, clear or not? So within the domestic market, these jute producers are able to sell the product, and the same time international market also is there. International market. So basically, we are exporting these jute products to the countries like USA, Canada, Russia, UAE. In your book, it may be UAR. Okay, United Arab Republic, but that is changed into UAE, United Arab Emirates. Please correct that. United Arab Emirates. Okay, and the UK, United Kingdom, and Australia are the countries. Okay, basically, we are exporting the jute products to these countries. Okay, please note down all of you. Come on fast.